No.
Open up the bus doors, hot. It's high school, come on, load it up.
7:40 a.m. our day begins. Sunrise like smiles on all my friends.
Go.
Find your classroom, hey, how's your summer been?
Hi, I'm Kendall.
Hey, it's Savannah.
I'm Cass.
And I'm Ian. Subscribe to Bunsold, here's Savage.
And welcome to BMSN, where it's always totally tubular dudes. I can't wait to get away on spring break.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot crap over spring break.
Speaking of spring break, Megan's here to interview Miss Seaman about her plans for the week.
All I hear is that people are going to Florida this spring break, but Miss Seaman is going somewhere I never even knew existed. Where are you going?
I'm going to Belize.
Where is that located?
Belize is a country in Central America located near Honduras and Guatemala.
Cool. Have you wanted to go there for a while?
I have actually. There's some really cool things there, like the Great Big Blue Hole. That's a cavern and that goes down into the ocean. So it's just a place that we've kind of had on our bucket list.
And what are you doing?
Well, there's also a Great Barrier Reef there. So if you've heard of the Great Barrier Reef in Australia, it's the biggest barrier reef in the world. Belize has the second largest barrier reef. Lots of snorkeling.
So when are you going?
We're actually going to be leaving a week from yesterday, and then we'll be gone the entire spring break.
Oh, that's fun. No matter what you do this spring break, I hope you have a great time.
Wow, that seems like a cool vacation.
Belize that.
Have you guys heard about the new phone ban?
I haven't.
I have. I've gotten my phone taken away.
Multiple times.
Wow, that's insane.
Let's go to Avery, who's interviewing Mrs. Claridge about it.
Why was the phone ban happening?
Well, it was happening because students were misusing phones during class, whether it was texting, receiving notices of texts, which if you get a buzz, you have to look to see who's contacting you. Somebody has something important to say. So it was just interrupting class, interrupting work, and distracting the students from what you're supposed to be working on while you're in the classroom. So it was an easier way to just take away the temptation, and because if there's something that important that you need to know, parents should be calling the office anyway.
Why do you think there has been an increase of phone usage?
That's a good question. I mean, you are 8th graders, middle schoolers, teenagers, and social life is important. But I think there's just a little bit of misplaced value on while you're at school, what is more important, social life or learning in the classrooms, and being able to separate the two. So because there is time that you guys can text and be on your phones, but there's also times when you aren't supposed to. So just like in real life, there's times when it's appropriate, times when it's not, and that has turned into a gray area for a lot of kids. So
Do you think kids will focus more on class without their phones?
I do. Yes, it might make them a little angry at first, but then at the same time, they'll actually be getting their work done, because instead of teachers having to spend time redirecting and disciplining and the disruption you cause, not you, the students cause with the phones interrupts everybody, and just takes away from the time that we have. We don't have much time, honestly, during class periods. And we have a lot of things that we would like to get done, and in order to check to see if the students are learning, the time that gets taken away with the phones just takes away from our chance to be able to make sure that no one has any extra questions, if we can extend the lessons on things. So it takes away from what we can put in as the teachers into helping you learn the material.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Oh, you are welcome.
I sure hope that's not for the rest of the year.
Without our phones, what are we supposed to do after the air test?
Oh crap, I forgot about air tests.
Let's see what Maddie learned about the air tests.
So Ms. Cavor has been in charge for testing for many years now. So Ms. Cavor, why do we have to do these tests?
Well, the state of Ohio mandates that we do these tests. Actually, it's federal law now, so the whole country has to do some sort of standardized testing. And really it's about holding students accountable for the curriculum that they've been taught, and also there's an element of holding teachers accountable for teaching the appropriate content. So That's why we do it.
All right. What are some good ways to prepare for the test?
I think one of the best ways to prepare for the test is just being present in class every day throughout the school year. The tests are all based on the curriculum that you're learning every day. So if you're present and you're paying attention and you're doing a good job keeping up with your schoolwork, that's the best thing you can do to prepare for the test.
Okay. What are some good ways we can study for the test?
Again, there's really, you can study, you can take practice tests online. That's a good way to get some experience with it. But the absolute best thing to do is just to be a consistent student all year long, getting your homework done, studying for tests as they come along in your regular class, and that's the best way to be prepared.
So, what are your opinions on the test?
I'm not a big fan of them, especially for the younger students. We begin testing in the 3rd grade, and I think that's awfully young. That's 8-year-olds taking a pretty high stakes, long also test. It takes a long time to take it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that adds a lot of stress for students of any age, but in particular those young students. We all take tests anyway, and as you go to high school, you have final exams. So I'm not a super fan of these tests, but nobody let me make that decision. So here we are, so we've got to do the best we can with what we have.
All right, well, thanks for letting me interview you.
You're welcome.
I'm really nervous about the test.
Yeah, but we have good teachers that prepared all of us.
Speaking of good staff, we have a new staff member.
I've heard she's pretty nice.
Let's go to Brock, who's interviewing Mrs. Gilbert.
How are you liking Bunsold?
I love being at Bunsold. It's great to be in this atmosphere, and I love it because every day is different, and every day gives me new opportunities.
Why did you change schools?
I actually was at Bunsold for 8 years when I started here, and then when they did district transfers and several years ago, I got moved to the high school, and I was there for 3 years. And then this year, I was given the opportunity to return to Bunsold, and I jumped at it. I was excited to return back to this building.
Well, now that we know you've been here before, has anything changed since you were here before and now?
Not too much has changed, really. We have some new staff members, and it's been a joy to start to get to know them and just meet them. And we have a new assistant principal, Mrs. Laparo, and she is in the office that I work in. So it's just been great to get to know everybody, but pretty much everything is just as I remembered it.
What made you want to be involved in schools?
Actually, I have a passion for youth. I just love seeing the kids excel in their learning and with one another and what they do. And one day the kids can challenge you more than anything, but then the next day they just make you smile and you see things that they've accomplished and excelled in, and you're just excited about that. And there's nothing better than helping the youth, especially during their teenage years, just become the person that they can be and discover all the gifts and talents that they have.
All right, the last question. What do you think is the best thing about Bunsold?
The best thing about Bunsold is the students and staff, honestly. Just the atmosphere that is created here is one where of openness and caring for one another, and just striving to help the students excel in everything that they do here, and just seeing the kids become more confident in their abilities and the gifts that they have, and helping those that struggle, just being there for them when they struggle, and just helping them become an overall round person. And we have great administrators here that care about not only the kids, but the staff members and just everyone all around.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too.
Thanks, Brock, for the great interview.
Sorry guys, I was getting a little burnt.
Wasn't it just snowing?
Hey, look, the sun's out.
I hope your spring break is fire like my mixtape and my YouTube channel. Remember to subscribe.
Catch us outside next time on BMS News. Thanks for watching.
Open up the bus doors. Hi. It's my school. Come on, load it up.
7:40 a.m. our day begins. Sunrise like smiles on all my friends. Find your classroom, hey, how's your summer been? Sit yourself down.